How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Grillin' with Texas Squatch. So today we're going to be doing a black buck front shoulder roast. Now, here's the pit we're going to be using. It's a different technique than most people like, but it works when you're doing something this thick. You're going to start with a nice layer of coals all the way across the bottom here. Now, you'll notice this side of the coals is more shallow than this side. That's because by the time this gets to cooking temperature, this will be burnt down, just have a little bit of heat coming through. That way it can sear the shit out of the bottom of that roast. By the time I flip it over, it'll be smokier than hell. Now, once all this gets going, before I slap the roast on here, we got to run to the store and we got to go buy some wood so we can soak it. Let's go look at the roast real quick. And there's the roast. In a little while we're going to get it unwrapped, deboned most likely. I may leave the bone in depending on how I feel by the time I get there. We'll get it all seasoned up and rubbed and ready to rock. Alright, so we got our roast pulled out and separated the foreleg off. Now we got to get them all seasoned up nice and pretty. Just have y'all sit there for a minute. First thing we're going to do, there it is, take some avocado oil. Just give it a nice light spray. Okay. Come on into our cabinet here. We'll grab us a little cayenne pepper. Some Himalayan pink salt. Some black pepper. Garlic powder. A little bit of that Texas Cajun. And where is she? I'm looking for it. I know you're in here. Oh, there it is. Nope, grabbed the wrong one. There it is. Some garden vegetable McCormick. Alright, make sure that's open. That feels brand new. Oh, it's open. Okay, so now, got the avocado oil. Start with a nice, healthy layer of salt. Over the tops of them. We're going to do the same thing to the bottom. There's salt. Take a garlic pepper. Matter of fact, let me open all of these and we'll turn the camera around. There we go. Alright. I've already got the salt on there. There we go. It's all salted. And we're going to take our garlic. Shake it right on over, give it a nice coat. Our cayenne. We're not even really going to rub it. We're just going to dry season it. Some of our Cajun season. Just go a light amount on this. A garden vegetable. This we're going to go a little bit heavier on. I don't like these damn shakers. It says to twist them, but that don't work. Oh, you know what it is? I bet it works now. Ta-da! There we go. And now, some people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" It's okay. I promise. I promise it will be okay. We're gonna take some coffee. Normally best to use fine ground. This works just the same. What this is gonna do is help accentuate all those flavors and get just a nice mild crust over it. As you see, I'm not going super heavy, just enough to coat over the top. Oops. Okay. So now we got plenty more for the other side. Now, I'm going to leave the camera right there. I'm going to wash my hands, or flip these over, wash my hands so I don't get all over the seasonings. Do it again. So, just flip that straight over. Flip that straight over. Straight over. Straight over. Alright, wash my hands real quick. Alright, hands be washed. Alright, so now we're going to go same way. Salt. You know what I didn't put on the other side was the black pepper. Garlic. Cayenne. Cajun. Garden vegetable. We're just going to take the lid off this one, do it. Makes life much easier. Let's go ahead and pepper this side and pepper the other. It's okay. Pepper, 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 pepper. Don't breathe it up your nose, you're going to sneeze. And then, once again, a nice light coffee over the top. Alright, so now, here's what we got. Time to go get everything ready for the fire. Alright, so the wood's a little too long for what we want. So we're going to have to knock it in half. We shall set up here. Knock that one in half. know what? Might be better if I do this. There. That worked. Alright. Now the ones that we make small enough, I throw over here in this barrel. There we go. And one more. That one almost made it in the bucket over there. Now let's just go ahead and do them all. That way I ain't got to do them later. Oop, missed. You gotta love when that happens. Are you gonna act like this now? Worked that time, didn't it? So I'll do this last one. There we go. Pick up all their little scraps. Put those in there. Now, what we're going to do here is fill that up with water. We're going to soak our wood. That way, she puts off plenty of smoke. Once we fill this up, close that lid, let it soak for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's alright, your wood's going to try to float, but that's why we got the lid to help hold it down. Just got to fill it all the way up. That way when you put your lid on there, it pushes your wood below the water. Almost there. And that's as far as it goes. Water's coming out of where the handle latches are. Take your lid. And close it up. Now it's going to sit there for a couple hours. Alright, so wood's been soaking for 2 hours. It's time to get the pit lit. Just stick our lighter right on up in here. That side lit. Get both sides lit up nice. There you go. Middle lit up. Much better. You know, like multiple spots. There we go. Back to side. Sorry, I can barely see the camera. I'm pretty sure that looked rough for a minute. Alright. Oh, we got it lit. 4 spots. Just gotta wait for it to get all nice and heated up. Alright, so now the pit's just about where we want it. We're gonna go inside, bring the meat out, set it here. Go ahead and get us a couple logs on here and get everything rolling. First, we're gonna go ahead and choke this down just a little ways. I'm gonna choke this one about halfway. There we go. And then make sure our top damper's set. Just the edge. There we go. Alright, let's go get the meat. Alright, so we got our meat. Make these beautiful roasts. Alright. Go ahead and drain the oils and juices back onto them. Now, come over here. One last fresh dunk. Here's 2 chunks for now. That one. Let's take that one. Matter of fact, you know what? We'll do 3. There we go. And close that on down. And it's gonna start smoking like a sumbitch. Alright, let's get shit flipped. Should have a nice sear on the bottom now. Oops. close it back down for a couple hours till we need some more wood. Let her smoke nice, low and slow. Alright, so as we can see, I think we can see. Oh yeah, I had to get the glare off the camera. It is smoking like a son of a bitch. Nice and thick. See how those logs are doing. Ooh, I'm blinded by the smoke. I can't see. Oh, they're still there. Let's close that down. They just flared because of the oxygen. Alright, so we've been going for about an hour now. The meat got flipped at about 15 minutes just so it had a sear on one side. And then when we checked the logs, that was about 30 minutes. She is still smoking up a storm. It's been an hour. Now we're going to sit here and wait for about another 30, 45 minutes and we'll check her again. Right now we want to keep her closed, help hold in all that smoke. And 30, 45 minutes when we check her, we'll either hit her with a little bit of avocado oil on top or something else to keep her nice and moist. We'll figure it out. Let's see what happens here right now.
Brought charcoal into our house.
I didn't know what it was. Luann asked me to hold it for her. I thought it was drugs.
There's soot under my boy's nails. You don't get that from a clean burning fuel.
You don't get the rich smoky flavor either.
Shut your mouth.
No, I gotta go with Bobby on this one. You don't get the rich smoky flavor from propane. I mean, to each their own, but charcoal and hardwood's the way to go. Just remember that when you grill on Texas Squatch. Alright, we're at an hour and a half. She's been choked down for a little bit. Eat up what smoke she's got. And 275. We're gonna go ahead and pop that just a little bit. We're gonna check on our meat and throw some more on here. Alright, so right off the bat, that is just looking wonderful. It's getting a nice little crust on there, as you can see. Plenty of smoke penetration. It's not done yet. You can still see the blood coming out as red. But we are going to go ahead and flip. There's shoulder blade, there's the meat. Flip them over. These, what we're doing, is pretty much going to make a block jerky out of these. Now, give her coals a quick stir. And it's alright. Some people freak the hell out. But it's alright to stir your coals with the same thing you're moving your meat with. A, the heat kills any of the germs and bacteria. B, you're going to get pops and crackles of your coal on your food while you're grilling. It just happens. There's no way to avoid it. Coals pop. So, that being said, coal to stir. Put a couple more pieces of wood in here. There's a nice one. Get some of these small blocks, the little chunks. Those will help throw off smoke right off the bat. Put these two on there. They're so soaked, they're gonna smoke like a goddamn freight train. Take that small one there, little pieces of bark, a nice little chunk. Oh, come back here. Pile those right on in here in the middle. And try to find one more small, not like that, but no. See if we got a small, aha, perfect. These two will work. Now we're going to lay these crossways like this. And that is going to smoke like a sumbitch. Remember, we're at an hour and a half right now. We'll go for another 30, 45 minutes. And we'll check the temperature of the meat. And we'll see how everything's doing. Now, I did not baste the meat at this exact minute because it still has some moisture to it. So in about 15-20 minutes, we're gonna come back and give it a quick baste. All right, so now we're gonna prep our base. Baste. There you go. Not baste, baste. We're gonna start with the pan to heat everything up in. Some butter. Roasted garlic sauce. Some rosemary. Just a little bit of jalapeno juice. Let's get all this in here. As first, take a butter. Just plop. Roasted garlic sauce. Those of you who've seen my videos already know I don't edit shit. Everything that happens in the video happens. It's just real life, you know. We're going to put a nice liberal amount of this garlic sauce over here. Some good shit. There you go. That should be enough. It's fully coating the butter. Take a rosemary. Let's turn this a little bit. That's plenty. Second, we'll take our jalapenos. Because you know, you gotta have jalapenos with your barbecue. Little bit of the juice, about 3.5 tablespoons. I'm gonna throw a couple in, a couple spoonfuls. All right, now this is ready to go on the grill. All right, so take this and put this on the top rack above the fire and let that melt down a little bit. Now, as this heats up to melt down, not only is it going to absorb a hell of a smoky flavor to it, but it's going to be so yummy. Now, one thing you got to make sure you do every now and then while it melts is give it a little stir. And you don't want to burn nothing. There we go. Wood's flaring. That's going to put some heat right up under this. Let's go ahead and let's not waste what we stirred. Let's close that back down for a minute. Start again here in a second. Remember, it is very important to keep stirring this as it melts. Once again, and stir some more. See now that butter's starting to melt down nice and pretty like. Butter does burn. Gotta be careful. Meat's looking nice. A couple more minutes. Alright, so now our glaze should be ready. Ooh, smoky, smoky. Let's give her a nice little stir real quick. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we have an absolutely beautiful rosemary jalapeno garlic butter. Now, this is gonna be the fun part. The handle fell. There we go. move this over here, off the heat. Go ahead and fold that back over. I ain't about to touch that with my hand. That shit's gonna be hot. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Now, slide her on over here. We're gonna get nice and liberal with her. Let's just baste that all up. It's alright if the pit flares. Kind of want to move fast so it don't get super hot, but at the same time you want to make sure you get every bit of this you can, because it's going to have a nice crust, wonderful flavor, and in the end keep it super moist. I'm just going to put a nice thick layer over it. Now remember, we already got all those other seasonings. This right here is not going to hide any of them. Let's go ahead and baste this one up real good. There we go. Now she's getting lathered. Let's go ahead and hit these a little bit. They look like they could use it. These are going to be drier, and it's okay. These are for the flavor. These are supposed to dry out because I'm going to make jerky sticks out of these. Let's get these finished up here. And now, for the final touch, nothing goes to waste when you're grilling with Texas Squatch. It don't happen. I like to use everything. So, what we're going to do here, I forgot my spoon, so it's going to be fun. Okay, I lied. A couple jalapenos just went to waste. It happens. Yeah, it's a little warm. There we go. Yes, beautiful. All right, we're gonna close her on back down. And we'll let her go for another 30-45 minutes. Check her out. All right, it is that time. Look at that gorgeous slab of meat. Oh, yes. That's jerking up like I want. Doing wonderfully. Let's go ahead and move that out the way. Yeah, I love this thing. This is a cookie tray from H-E-B. A little party tray for cookies. And it comes in so handy. Let's go ahead and hook this right there. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. Take that. Oop, that's bone. Bone. Right there. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Alright, come on. You got a coppery here. Get on there. There you go. Good girl. Yes. Don't want to lose that jalapeno. Let's get that back on there. Yep. Get it. Sexy. Nice grilled jalapenos. Yes. Now this is going to get dropped down here. That's going to be wonderful. All right. Close it. Ow. Shit. No edits, guys. No edits. Take this lid. Now, this is why I love this thing. Not only can this tray, withstand heat. It don't melt on the bottom when you put meat fresh off the grill. You put this lid on here. Look at that condensation build up instantaneously. That's great. It's going to keep that meat nice and moist while it rests. All right, now we're going to let them rest for about 30-45 minutes. These is an experiment here. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and put them back up here where they was. Get off there. There we go. That's flaring like a son-bitch. That's all right. We're about to make it smoke. We're gonna leave these on here probably another hour and a half to achieve the results we want. Now, it'll take us a couple of bigger logs, put them on here. And not only do I want a lot of smoke for this part, I want some extra heat. Here we go. See it in an hour and a half. All right, let's see how our jerky sticks are doing. They's just about jerkied up, it looked like. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Yeah. Let's see how that is. Oh, hot. Hot is how it is. Yeah, that's gonna be some nice jerky. Give it some more time. Smoke it out. Okay, our meat has rested. Look at that. How about we cut that? Sound good? Cut down to the bone. Follow that shoulder bone. There we go. So this side of the shoulder blade. Right on down the bone. Carve that right off the bone there. It'd be easier if I had a different knife. I just don't feel like grabbing one. There we go. Beautiful. See that nice smoke ring there? Penetrate all the way in. Nice and tender. Juicy. Oh yeah. Call a piece of bone. Now, my friends, that's some good venison. So, until next time, we'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in, Grillin' Texas Squatch. Peace.